This is an interview with Carol A. Johnson, graphic artist, sculpture, premier. She has very good work. I would like to start by knowing, where are you from, first of all?
I'm from, well, two places. I'm from Champaign, Illinois, by way of getting to Grand Rapids, because I married my husband, who's from Grand Rapids.
Okay. Now, are you a veteran? Because she's here at Sheros Corner.
My husband is a veteran.
Her husband is a veteran.
Right.
Okay, how long did he serve, and which war did he serve in?
He served the term that you normally have, about 8 years, 10 years. Mm-hmm. And then we got married, and I got my MRS degree. Mm-hmm. And we've been married 56 years.
56 years. Wow. Yeah. Congratulations on that.
Yeah.
That's
and
pretty rare.
And we still smile at each other.
Oh, yeah. I guess that's what makes it work, right? Okay, tell us about your art. How are you inspired, to create? Because I've seen your work.
I've always done art. Even as a little kid, I've always done some form of art. And then as time went on, I had an opportunity to go to Kendall College of Art Design. And so I helped to hone a little bit more of what I do as an artist. I'm a mixed media artist. I work with oils, pencils, you name it. And then I was able to get a license in using arts to help people to heal.
Okay. As a therapy, I take it.
Yeah, as therapy.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Do you work at the VA, or you help people in nursing homes, or
Forest View Psychiatric Hospital?
That's so great.
So it was nice to see how the nonverbal, which is what we do in art sometimes, can say something that gives them the courage to speak on what they're going through.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like very rewarding work.
It's very nice, and sometimes you just don't know how to put it in words. Mm-hmm. But an object or a piece of something can say it all. And then it can help generation comprehension.
That's true. Now, I've looked at your work. I've seen a couple samples. I'm pretty sure you have more than that. Is there a particular, do you like to draw more? Do you like to paint or sculpture? Because all of your work is good.
Surrealist.
Surrealist.
I like that because you use imagery to say what you want to say sometimes in one way, but with surrealism, you take things that are a little out of odd shape, but yet they speak in a more positive way to say something.
Oh, yes.
Sometimes like a dot on a piece of paper can be a dot on a piece of paper, but if you put a dot on a piece of paper and there's nothing else around it, why is it lonely?
I've seen your surrealism roots in your particular painting, meditation.
Right.
And meditation, and that was very surrealistic to me.
Right.
Do you have a favorite surrealist, like Salvador Dali or?
Yep, that's my favorite.
Diego Rivera.
I love Salvador Dali because when you look at the history of him, he was an extremely gifted painter, and he did techniques with a brush that we now do with airbrushing and things like that now. Some of the square things that he did, where he did paintings that we look at and we say one thing, but then because of the size of it, because it was little or big, he's saying more. He used things that we think about every day, but yet, depending on how he depicted that, what he wanted to say in a certain way, you get more out of it.
Yes, and he got a lot out of man.
And he was, when you think about it, you don't realize how unhappy he was, how sad he was.
Yes.
And you look at it and think, oh, you're so gifted, you got this beautiful thing, but yet he always wanted the approval from his father.
I've heard that he was kind of temperamental.
Yeah.
I've heard that, you know, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've always heard that. Now,
I went to his museum. One of the things they said
where's that located?
in St. Petersburg, Florida,
Okay.
and they said one of the things he lost a younger brother, and his dad said to him, "Why couldn't it have been you?"
Wow.
So
I see why he was starving for his father's love and affection. I see that. Now, as a black artist, have there been obstacles in your way as far as you getting exposure?
oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah. I think so I've been to some events, and some people have seen my work, and they say, "Oh, isn't this work beautiful in the gallery?" And I said, "Yeah, it's very nice." And then I said, "Yeah, my piece." And they looked at, they said, "You have a piece of artwork in here?"
Yes.
And I said, "Yes." But she thought because it wasn't black imagery, then I hadn't done anything. And I said, "No, this piece right over here." And they looked at me and they said, "That's your piece?"
Mm-hmm.
And it was something that didn't look like quote quote black art, but yet black art. That it was kind of a puzzle, and I thought that was so strange. Why did you think everything I do has to be black art imagery?
That's very profound. That's true.
Well, just because I'm a black artist doesn't mean I doesn't have a voice in other things. So if I paint a landscape and it doesn't look like a black person, then it's not black art.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that kind of threw me off a little bit.
I bear witness to that because of the Blue Moon. What is it? The Blue Moon painting I seen of yours.
Which
You know, the one that's all blue, the blue effect.
Oh yeah, the one that had the different imagery and stuff.
Yeah, and
And
the
it
one
kinda
the cloud was the one that I said was like impressionist. Remind
Right,
me of Monet
right.
and stuff.
Okay.
I can see that how you're not confined
Right.
to just drawing black people.
And it doesn't mean that I don't like it. I love it.
Yes.
But don't lock me into a style of art because I'm black. I want to be just like any other artist. If I want to do a landscape, if I want to do a picture of the moon, if I want to do a person that's black and it has imagery and it's talking that way, that's fine. I'm an artist first, and then I just happen to be black.
Okay. So, do you have any new projects in the making?
Well, some. I do have some. I have another piece that's going to be about 30 inches by 40 inches.
Okay.
And it's more on a religious thing about God's second coming.
Okay.
And it's interesting.
Oh, and I'm looking forward to seeing that because I see how, through your symbolism, your reflection, the meditation, you don't have like a person sitting there,
No.
you know, trying to, look in the sky or something.
No.
You actually are on the inside,
Yeah.
where it really counts, the
Yeah.
meditation and the workings. You see the workings of concentrating
You
and
look
focusing.
at it and you think about, unfortunately, I am a religious person and I believe in that. And one of the things I think God's heart is sad because you created something that you gave them a gift of choice, that you can choose me or you don't have to choose me. But yet when we don't choose him and he sees the horror that we've done, I know his heart must cry. So how do you say with imagery that we've hurt God?
Wow.
Think about that.
That's something. Which brings me to a point. I know you cry inside
Yeah.
because you have a message that through your work that you are trying to portray, to share with people.
Right.
And it must be frustrating when someone doesn't really appreciate your
Well,
work.
it's kind of like, well, this is where they are. You know, that's what they feel, and so I honor that. You know, I don't honor it because I said it this way and you took it this way. I respect that because you may see something that in their past connects them to go that way. So who am I to say that that's wrong? That's just the way they feel. Just like I asked them to honor the way I feel and the way I feel about what I did.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, so.
Now, are there any scheduled exhibits, or where could a person go to see your art?
Well, right now, nothing, because everything's pretty much at home in my home gallery.
Remember, I just Googled your pictures and it popped up. Carol A. Johnson. Google Carol A. Johnson.
Yeah.
That's one way to see some of her work.
Yeah.
You know, on Google.
Most of it is in the house, in my studio. I do a lot of painting and stuff like that. But I haven't had a chance to exhibit some of it. So hopefully in the new Bayard Art Gallery, that's going to be for African Americans. I think it's going to be on Sheldon Street. They haven't opened it until, I think they said January they're opening. I may have some work in there then. So
Okay.
I'm hoping that
I'll look
have
forward
a space,
to that.
you know, that I can get something in.
One last question.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to upcoming young artists?
Honor yourself in the work that you do, and have the passion and the determination to use your visual voice to speak and say what you want to say. It's okay.
Thank you very much. This has been an interview with Carol A. Johnson, graphic, what mix?
I call me a visual designer.
A visual designer, or extraordinaire. You don't believe me? Look her work up on Google. Just Google her, Carol A. Johnson. Thank you very much, Miss Johnson.
Thank you.
And enjoy your day.
You too.